Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your tarot reading entitled What Do They Regret? We're going to be looking at your person, your special person. You know who they are, and in regards to their regrets about you and about the connection. So could be a little bit heavy duty, just a warning here, but there might be some things here that'll help explain what is going on in their mind or what they're still reflecting about and coming to terms with. So it can be helpful for you on the other side when, you're sort of in the dark and we don't know what's happening here. So we'll look into that. Before I begin, please don't forget to like, leave a thumbs up on this video, but also to subscribe to the channel to get updates for readings for your sign, your element of fire, as well as divine masculine, divine feminine readings. If you were after a personalized private reading with me, please email me and we can try to arrange that. My email is on the About Me section on my YouTube page. Otherwise, let's jump into this and see what's coming up around this person's regrets. Any sort of major regrets around what went down between the both of you. Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind is this connection was very up and down, very back and forth, and very unstable at a lot of times. So there's someone here who's very inconsistent in this connection. Could have been much more consistent with you, but weren't. Things were really, really rocky for this person. Now, for some of you, I feel like this person had other stuff going on that you may not be aware about. It's like they had other people, other connections, other commitments, maybe just some real personal stuff they were dealing with at the time when you guys were connected. And that would explain that Pisces energy that we're picking up, Page of Cups, that fluctuation, the waves. So, all right, they were very up and down. I get a sense someone wasn't wholeheartedly committed, so that's why they gave you mixed messages, and that's why in turn from those mixed messages the relationship went really like up and down, back and forth. Sometimes it was high and other times it was low, and I think it's pointing to the fact that underneath it all, this person had inconsistent or mixed feelings. Do they feel bad about it? Yeah, they do, but they've sort of made peace with it now. We've got the peace card, we've got temperance here. So I feel like they've been honest with themselves to realize maybe I wasn't wholeheartedly invested in this. So there might be someone here who feels bad for leading you on, but it's the back and forth that I'm getting that would be the most thing that they're regretting, because I feel like they wasted a lot of time when they could have been more productive in the relationship. They feel like they could have done other stuff, with the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles and the Temperance card. I mean, I don't get like a major regret though. I get the sense where at some time or another they did feel bad about it, but I feel like they've made peace with it now. So I don't know if this is because a lot of time has passed maybe, or maybe they just didn't feel as bad as maybe what they should have felt. I don't know. I feel like with the Four of Pentacles reversed, it's telling that this person isn't attached anymore, or they don't feel bad for those feelings. There's regret, but it might not be like a full super regretting it. It's going to be different for everyone watching. We've got that Temperance, and it makes me feel like something about being patient or being honest. Okay, they weren't always honest when they needed to be, or they were inconsistently honest. Sometimes they would say what's going on, they'd tell you the complete truth. Other times they would hide it not to hurt you, or they would hide it so it wouldn't cause drama or cause arguments. But actually it was probably worse, the fact that they did that anyway, just to have those, I get if it's like a little white lie and it's really not going to make a huge impact on the relationship. And, I get why sometimes we do that to our person. But I mean, I'm all up for honesty. So I guess, I don't know, it depends where you stand, where you're at with that kind of feeling. But I get a sense that, they could have been more honest in the situation and they weren't, or they were inconsistent about it, inconsistent about being forward and telling you what they wanted, being upfront and honest, because I feel like they might not have been as sure as they wanted to. And I feel like they just didn't invest as much into what you guys had. Because again, this, maybe they felt the feelings were really up and down, or, you know, there was a feeling of that uncertainty, and it got to them. It got to them and they lived through it. They have made peace with that regret now, though, so it's not coming up as strongly as what it once was, maybe. That doesn't mean it wasn't there. I get emotional maturity here. Page of Cups could also be like fantasies. Like this person had a fantasy or an expectation, and they might have been really, really high expectations. And it's almost like impossible to meet these really high expectations, right? We try, but you know, it's hard when someone sets the bar super high, and then we feel like, oh, I constantly need to like impress them and constantly need to do things to their standard. And then, you know, before we even make a decision, we're like, well, what would this person think about it? Or is that what they would want me to do? You know, it's almost like for a while you put their needs and their expectations before what you expected of yourself, and you sort of compromised on that. So you did a lot there, and what you got back was like that inconsistency, or even emotional immaturity. So if there was expectations, it's because they're coming up at that page energy, which would indicate that they were expecting certain things that were just unrealistic in the situation, I feel, at the time you guys were connected. But again, I feel like things have changed since then, and they're no longer holding on to that. So I didn't get a sense that they're holding on to like past pains or past resentments. I think for the most part they've made peace with what went down, maybe how you guys ended and all those sorts of things. So, you know, that would be a good sign, because I feel like that's indicating maturity in itself, right? If someone's come to peace with something, maybe not always, but more often than not, it would be that they've matured in a sense where they feel more comfortable about that situation. About the situation that you find yourself in, or that they found themselves in. I will finish up with the reading there. I do appreciate you watching this video and supporting the channel. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and also to hit the subscribe button, and you can adjust your notification settings. Otherwise, I really do appreciate all your viewership and support, everyone. So thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for the growth of the channel. So much love and angel blessings, and hopefully we shall be in touch again very, very soon. So bye for now, everyone.